my left shoulder 5 or 6 months ago, and I did a video on that, and thought I'd do a little update for you guys. If you haven't seen my videos before, my name is Jim. I've had Thoracic Outlet Syndrome for 45 years now, and I had surgery on the right side 33 years ago now. They just took the scalene muscles out. I still have the rib, and I've never had the left side done, just because I still have a lot of pain in this shoulder that kind of got worse after the surgery. This right hand used to swell up, and it kind of fixed that. I have a lot of vascular issues, or had, still do, but it's not as bad, so it kind of helped that, but more pain in this shoulder. So I've never wanted the other side done, just because I have better use of the left arm than the right one sometimes. So the video I made, I think it was 5 or 6 months ago now, I mentioned I was lifting my toaster oven off the refrigerator, and there was a cast iron skillet in there, and I forgot it was in there, and the door came open and started to fall out, and I kind of, reacted and grabbed it, and that kind of screwed up this left shoulder. Now, I always kind of have pain in that left shoulder anyway, to some degree, and I'm not sure like if it's something to do with like the rotator cuff muscles. I think they might be involved, but could partially be like the nerve is just kind of, pinched in that armpit area too. I'm not really sure, but anyway, it's been coming along pretty good. I've been working on it, more lately. For several months there, that it was so painful I couldn't even really lift my arm, but now I'm getting where I can, get it up there pretty good. So I keep working on it, doing mobility exercises, joint mobility exercises. I'm a big fan of the Intaflow, Scott Sonnen Intaflow stuff. It's like circular joint mobility exercises. Actually, if you Google that, look it up online. I think some of his videos are online. You can just look at them for free if you're not familiar with that. But I'm a big fan of that. I feel like a lot of the rotational movements like that he teaches are real good, because I feel like the twisting motions, the torque kind of helps free up the nerves as they go down your arm. So I'm a big fan of that. It's pretty helpful for me. And I've also been doing a lot of self-massage. Been working on this armpit area a lot with just my fingers. And usually what I'll do is when I start working on an area, I'll just go over it maybe 3 or 4 times, just like with my fingers or thumbs. And that's about it, because otherwise if I try to do too much, it ends up flaring me up. So every time I start like a new area I'm massaging, I just do just a few times like that, and then if I'm handling it okay, I can start doing a little bit more, putting a little bit more pressure on the area, and sometimes like doing it several times throughout the day instead of a whole bunch seems to work better. It's kind of like if you're unthawing some frozen chicken parts, you kind of twist them back and forth a little bit, and then let them sit and come back half hour later, and a little bit more, and you just make a little progress at a time. That's kind of how I look at it with like self-massage too, just a little bit at a time, and just work on stuff a little bit at a time, and a lot of times less is more, because it's really easy to flare yourself up, or flare myself up, if I'm not careful and I do too much. I mean, in 45 years, I've learned a lot, and I still flare myself up, trying new things. It's just a constant learning experience. So I just thought I would do a little update on that, since I haven't talked about it really since I made that video. But yeah, like I'm getting pretty good movement back in the arm. I do have pain in certain positions, more when I get the arm out sideways more than in front of me. It's more like, out that way, and it kind of seems like it's under the arm in here, kind of like it might be a bicep muscle that kind of ties in there, and then kind of this side back here. But I've been doing a lot of self-massage on that area. Like I said, just a little bit at a time. So it's coming along, and I'm just going to keep working on it and see how good it will get over time. And I'm kind of encouraged that it's feeling better. But you know, 45 years with thoracic outlet syndrome, it's like I said in my last video, it's kind of like just up and down like that. You know, you get where you're about as good as you get, and then something always happens and you get a flare up, and then you get set back, and sometimes it might be this side, sometimes it might be this side, or sometimes it might be more in your neck, or just whatever. I mean, the pain can be in different places. It's just a constant struggle to stay somewhat functional, because even when I'm doing good, I can only do like a fraction of what a normal healthy person can do. So I mean, in 45 years, you're just used to it, and you just do the best you can. Anyway, that's about all I have to say for now. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.